Hi there, Sensei Victoria Whitfield here, and this is your weekly love letter from the dojo at naturalintuition.com, your source for channeled holistic stress management techniques and guidance for developing your natural intuition. So, this week, Source wants you to know that you are not blocked. You are not blocked. In fact, there are three other things that Source has channeled for us to share with you that instead of seeing yourself blocked, actually it could be one of these following three things. But on a note, I had done a previous love letter months ago about blocks as well. And just to summarize overall, what came through last time is that there's no such thing as being blocked even. Absolutely nothing in the universe, energy-wise, is ever stationary. If you zoom into the molecules and into the atoms, there is constantly a state of movement and motion in all that is. So the status of being blocked or feeling stagnant is only a mental illusion that we create. So, in the meantime, though, while you're still feeling that, right? So, okay, I'm in the illusion. Victoria, I'm feeling blocked. So what do I do? What could actually be happening? So instead of being blocked, what could be happening is that you have, one, a blind spot. So perhaps you're working on your natural intuition. You want to see colors, you want to go on vision journeys, or you want to speak to your loved one who's on the other side, right? So you've been cultivating that, and you just can't see, or you just can't hear, or you just can't get through. And it's not that you're blocked, like you're, oh, my third eye's blocked. No, not necessarily. It could be that you have a blind spot. So everyone is born with different energetic affinities. For some, they have more of a clairaudience, so they can hear better. For others, they have clairvoyance, so they're able to see visions. For others, there's the cognition, like the thoughts that come to them from the higher plane, right? Or even phantom smells. But the same way that some people are just born better to play the piano than others, they just have that, when you put them in front of a piano, they're like a natural virtuoso. It's the same with the energetic sense and visioning. So it's not that you're blocked, it's just that you're not born with an affinity for seeing on that level. It's cultivatable, but it's not your number one, for example. And it also, in terms of a blind spot, so you might be born with a blind spot, but also you may not have the vocabulary to describe and recognize that, oh, this is something spiritual or energetic happening right now, right? So that can also contribute to being a blind spot. Two is congestion. So you're not blocked, instead there's a congestion that's going on. It's not that there's nothing happening. Say, like, let's talk about abundance, right? So, oh, I feel like I'm financially blocked. No, actually, you're overloaded, possibly. There could be so much going on in your abundance energy and your financial energy that you're just processing so much that it looks like it's blocked. Now, what that a good example of that is that you have a lot that you need to confront about your finances. There's a ton going on there, but for fear, we're not engaging, right? So we're resistant to really being open and vulnerable, which leads into the third one that comes from the energy this week, is that there's been a decision made. We formulated a story or a limiting belief or limiting agreement with ourselves that no way, no how, I am not comfortable with being vulnerable I am not comfortable with crossing that terror barrier in my life of, okay, we're getting into the unknown, or this person's doing some Reiki hoodoo voodoo on me. I don't know what the heck that is. I don't see it. I don't see it, right? There's this clear decision as a protective decision, right? To create a ring of fire around yourself cognitively to protect from experiencing whatever that may be. So there's the blind spot, the congestion, or the decision instead of being blocked. I'm hearing the oracle cards calling in the energy. This one is an open discussion. Come on and comment below, email back. What's coming up for you? If you were to replace that concept of being blocked with either having a blind spot, feeling like there's a congestion overload, or a decision. Does it feel softer? This week, it's Angel Answers by Doreen Virtue. So what we're going to ask the cards is, this is a yes-no deck, simply asking our guides, right? Are you blocked? Ah! Unlikely. Unlikely. They're telling me to read the book on this one. Interesting. There are yeses, by the way, in this deck. So the situation you have asked about is unlikely to occur as you are imagining it. There may be a different version of events that will take place, or it may be that what you've asked about is simply not in your highest, greatest good. Place your focus on an alternative possibility. Be open your eyes to different opportunities. Be willing to experience a unique and more uplifting outcome than what you had planned for yourself. And this is where we're going to leave off this week. If you're saying and telling yourself the story that you are blocked, remember this from your angels. It is highly unlikely. It is highly unlikely that you are blocked. Instead, you may have a blind spot to the energy that's flowing through you. There may be so much going on that you're overloaded and you're just processing a lot of energy. Or you have made a decision inwardly that I'm not going any further, right? But whenever we start up with the stories, and apparently this week that's what you're gonna do, or you may be doing right now, is I'm blocked, it's unlikely. All right, I'll see you next week. Subscribe on YouTube. All right, get ready for it. Mwah!